Well, thank you. President Garbino, thank you very much. Members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty and staff, students, family members, and friends, and of course the graduates of the class of 2010. I am honored to be with you here today on this special occasion, and no doubt all of you are excited about entering this next chapter of your lives. Some of you are off to graduate school, many of you are off to begin your careers. And in this economy, I suspect that some may temporarily be off to Starbucks to become baristas until the job situation improves. But I have no doubt that students equipped with a degree from the University of the Sciences will have a long and rewarding professional career, Starbucks notwithstanding. Let me start today in an unconventional way. On this day, the day of your college graduation, when we gather to celebrate all of your great potential and achievements so far, I'd like to talk to you about a different day. I'd like to talk to you about your 99th birthday. And I want you to imagine that it's your 99th birthday and you're looking back on your lives. On that day, what do you think will make your top 10 list of the most important things in your lives, the things that mattered most? Will it be the job titles that you've held? Will it be the stuff that you've accumulated? The amount of money in your estate? How much real estate you owned? Or the fact that you drove nice cars? I think we all know that those things will not seem very significant on our 99th birthdays. In fact, I can almost guarantee that the things that will have mattered most will involve the people that you've loved, the lives that you've enriched, the things that you've done to help others, and your relationship with God. I love this quote, which I think sums it all up. It's an anonymous quote. It goes like this: "Endeavor to live in such a way that when you die, even the undertaker will be sorry." We're supposed to laugh at that, that's it. Well, your 99th birthday is still a few years away, but today is a very important milestone in your life's journey. In fact, for most of you, your graduation is a major on-ramp onto the highway of your lives. Now, even though I'm not getting any younger, I'm not yet at my 99th birthday, I still have enough of my wits about me that I can use one of those GPS navigation devices when I'm taking a trip in a city that I don't know much about. Now, my GPS has an English accent, much like Dr. Rollins, and I call him Hugh. And I picked a male voice for my GPS because with 3 daughters and my wife and the chair of my board, who is female, I didn't want another woman in my life telling me what to do when I was in my car. Well, to get driving directions from a GPS, you first have to enter a starting location. For you, that could be today's graduation. You can even type things in like avoid freeways, shortest distance, shortest time, and you can insert stops along the way, restaurants, sites, and attractions. But the most important thing you need to do is enter a destination. Where do you want to end up? Because the destination will determine all of the roads and the places you will pass through on your journey. If you get the destination wrong, then all of the steps along the way will be wrong as well. The same is true in life. Let's say that with today as your starting point, you entered the destination, become wealthy, or become successful. These don't sound like bad things, but if wealth and success are your destination, you might get driving directions like these. Become a workaholic. Stay on the highway at all costs. Avoid costly detours like family, friends, relationships, service to others. Look out for number 1. Spend more time at the office. Value money over people. Turn off your moral compass. Those might be the driving directions that you would get to the destination of wealth and success. But on your 99th birthday, you might not feel so good about where your life's journey has taken you. On the other hand, you might enter a different destination on your navigation system. Let's try this one that summarizes the 2 greatest commandments in the Bible. Love God and love your neighbors as yourself. With that as your destination, you might get driving directions like these. Take detours when someone needs your help. Pay more attention to your moral compass than your bank balances. Don't confuse career success with becoming a successful person. Get off the highway for those parent-teacher conferences, clarinet recitals, and soccer games, even though it slows you down. Invest your time, talent, and treasure in enriching the lives of others rather than getting rich yourselves. Pick up hitchhikers who need a little help on their journey. Take the scenic route, even though it's slower and has more potholes. You know, my own life has had quite a few twists and turns along the way. I began my journey with a degree in neurobiology. Then I got an MBA in marketing. In the years after my graduation, I sold shaving cream for Gillette, became president of a toy company, Parker Brothers Games, sold collectibles at the Franklin Mint, and ultimately became CEO of Lenox, the fine china and crystal maker. As you might imagine, the voice on my GPS was constantly chirping the word recalculating, recalculating, as it desperately tried to get its bearings. But my biggest change of direction came when I encountered a major life detour in 1998. I was invited to become the president of World Vision, one of the largest humanitarian organizations in the world. But in order to do that, I had to get off of my career highway. I had to quit the job I had worked 25 years to get. I had to take a big cut in pay. Renee and I had to sell our beautiful 10-bedroom fieldstone farmhouse in Wayne, Pennsylvania, not far from here, on 5 acres, and move our 5 children and our family to Seattle, Washington. It meant that I had to change my business travel from London, Tokyo, Milan, and Paris to Phnom Penh, Addis Ababa, Mumbai, and Tegucigalpa. And instead of spending my travel days in meetings in 5-star hotels, I now visit refugee camps, garbage dumps where children scavenge for food, mud huts where the AIDS orphans often live after their parents die. Now, some of my former corporate colleagues think I've gotten badly off track. My income has fallen, and some think I've committed career suicide. But you see, it all depends on what you've selected as your destination. My life goal was never to achieve wealth and success at all costs. It was always to love God and love my neighbors. And when I look back on my 99th birthday, I hope I will do it with few regrets. And my hope for you on this very special day is the same. But first, every one of you must type a destination into your navigation system. And I urge you to give that destination a great deal of thought, because in the end, it will make all the difference. Thank you very much.